Today I'm going to review Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. The original game, Senua's Sacrifice, was a very poignant game about mental illness, facing the demons within ourselves, and coming to terms with reality as it actually is. To me, the original connects so strongly with me that it remains the most important game I've ever played. So for that reason, I've been concerned about playing the sequels. It seems like the story was complete. Indeed, in the second game, they took Senua to a new land, gave her a new mission. Whereas before she freed herself, now she has to help free others. Although the writers attempt to keep the connection to Senua's condition and trauma, it is necessarily more difficult to succeed. Structurally, the sequel uses many of the same elements from the original. The pattern matching, the ruins, the narrative elements, the swordplay, which now includes interludes between enemies, showing exciting transitions to the next enemy. And the constant voices in your head.
Moving towards it. The glow of the light. Go quietly.
However, these elements don't work as well in the sequel. The pattern matching, although absolutely beautiful at times, seems to be concentrated in a few sections of the game. The fights seem more tedious, often just dodging and making pointless strikes until focus is available. Then you can just carve them up, rinse, repeat. Indeed, the whole game has this inconsistent feel in both gameplay and story constructs. I feel like the game was divided into thirds, and each third was written by a different group with different ideas. Are the giants real? Or are they projections of Senua's mind? Well, it depends on the section of the game you're playing. There are a lot of callbacks to the first game, but they seem to lack depth. For example, in the first game, escaping from the burning building is very clearly a memory of Senua's trying to escape from villagers trying to burn her, as if she's bewitched. But in the new game, well, it must mean something, right? I was very much not a fan of the hidden folk mechanic, which was really strange, and I feel like took away from the whole story. Speaking of story, this game needs to learn show, not tell. There's so much walking narration going on in this story. Let me emphasize, so much walking. Both the original and sequel open with a mental health warning. The original was ultimately about a completely grounded reality being interpreted through the lens of psychosis. On the other hand, the sequel is a truly magical fantasy world, which actually somehow makes it less interesting. Imagine trying to understand someone who claims a spirit allows them to fly through the sky. Then it turns out the whole thing is just a joke about Spirit Airlines. Stupid. Imagine running through that water. Good things. The game is beautifully set. The world is rich, colorful, also foreboding. The cinematics, of which there are many, are exciting and versatile. There are very touching scenes at the beginning and at the end, including a good attempt to tie back to the original narrative. Overall, I spent about 9 hours on this game, and although it was a bit of a slog, at least it was a beautiful slog. And although it doesn't succeed in the way the original does, at least it doesn't denigrate or invalidate it as a bad sequel might.
Still, nothing special.
So, if you're interested, worth checking out.